What's up, Applied English, and happy Virtual Monday as our school experiments with our first planned virtual lesson. A chance to give teachers some meeting time in the building, as well as some grading time, like I know I need this afternoon. A chance for you guys to learn virtually for a change. Maybe tackle some lessons for some of your classes that are actually better taught virtually. I hope and pray that your technology is working well for you today. As you can tell from our lesson folder, we are largely wrapping up our work through Born Worker, that story that we started in class on Friday. But let's take a look through our agenda together. And here we are. So our objectives are the same as what they were on Friday. I want to see that you guys can comprehend what you read in fiction, fiction being stories that are not real, like Born Worker. I also want to see your sentence writing ability as we've been working through this past week. If you have not just said a quick prayer for our lesson yet, please do so. Maybe pause the video, say a prayer that your technology will work well for you. Say a prayer for us as your teachers as we try to work hard today for you guys and for your benefit for the rest of this week. Say a prayer for your friends and family. Take some time to do that. And continuing on, as it says, you are watching the 0920 instructions video right now. I don't plan on this video being particularly long. It's mostly just a reminder of where we're at in Born Worker, so you can continue with your questions there. I also want to talk a little bit about using Microsoft Teams and about extra credit in this video too. And then as it says, on your own, please complete the reading and questions for Born Worker. I will be available in Microsoft Teams this afternoon if you need my help at all with Born Worker. Again, I'll demonstrate how to access Microsoft Teams within this video. Please note your Born Worker questions are due by midnight tonight. I had forgotten to switch that due date until pretty late on Sunday, so if you completed yours by the end of Sunday, you're in a good spot for extra credit, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Otherwise, you've got some time to wrap up Born Worker today. Clicking back out to our lesson folder, so I'm going to open up bornworker.pdf. I'm actually going to do this in a new tab. And I'm going to open up Born Worker questions as well. It's nice to have these open on two different tabs so you can flip between the text and your answers so far. Again, you can access your document by clicking My Document here. It should have saved your work from our class time on Friday. I should note, if you're starting this for the first time, maybe you missed school on Friday and you're just starting this assignment, take your time with it. I have a lot of these that I will need to grade, so I'll save the ones that I know need some extra time. I'll save those for last as I'm grading through these things. I'm just going to click into my questions here to show them. And here they are, Born Worker comprehension questions. Just a reminder that I want you to answer these questions in complete sentences. Don't forget capitalizing the first word in your sentence and using end marks. In most of our classes, I'm pretty sure we discussed questions 1, 2, and 3. The beginning of the story notes that Jose believed in hard work. How did he gain his value from working hard? We said in most of my classes that he gained his value for hard work from his parents, or something like that. And we may have framed that differently in different classes, but the idea there is that he learned that value from his parents. His parents are very hard workers. Number 2, in what ways are Jose and Arnie similar, and in what ways are they different? The difference is the most obvious one. I might say they are different because Jose is hardworking. Use a hyphen there. And Arnie is lazy. Really, their only similarity is that they're related. They are similar in that they are cousins. Cousins. Very good. That's what we said in most of our classes as well, just if you're looking for a little review there. And I believe we made it through question 3 in all of my classes as well. What idea does Arnie approach Jose with early in the story? Notice that idea is in quotation marks, so we check the text specifically for that word. Arnie wants to make a business where Jose works. Or let's say where he finds the jobs for Jose to work. If you wanted, you could include how they agree to split up the money. They agree to split it 70-30. I might as well put that in right now. They agree to split the money I'll just do 70-30. Something like that. Again, it's really up to you how you frame those answers right there. The directions are just asking for you to answer the questions in complete sentences. Could be one sentence, could be two, could be 4 sentences. That is up to you. As you read the rest of the text today, it looks like there's 4 questions you should be answering. Number 4, how does Jose's attitude toward his cousin change over the course of the story? I hope you maybe started to see that happen as we were reading in class on Friday. Number 5, what is Arnie's response to Mr. Clemens' injury? What is Jose's response? I think 2 of our classes got there so far. 1 has not, or 2 have not. Number 6, by the end of the story, has Jose's value for hard work gotten stronger or weaker? Briefly explain your reasoning. Really no right or wrong answer for number 6, as long as you are explaining your reasoning. So again, just a sentence or 2, maybe 3, as you complete your answers for 4, 5, and 6. Number 7 is a little bit different. This one just says, please copy down a sentence or phrase from the story that does these 3 things. It does say or phrase right here. If you find a sentence that's really long, don't feel like you have to copy down the entire sentence. You can just use the phrase in question. But again, as you're reading through the rest of the story, I want you to keep an eye out for a sentence or phrase that includes at least 1 interesting adjective. Another sentence or phrase that includes an adverb. Look for those ly words. I think there's a lot of immediatelys in this story. And then one that includes a prepositional phrase as well. Feel free to use your parts of speech notes in your binder to help you through question number 7. Notice that those are each 1 point apiece. Speaking of the text, let's talk about where we left off. I'll just full screen this. And as we get back into the story right here, notice that we've got our page counter at the top. I believe all of my classes made it through at least page 4. So I believe some classes maybe left off at the top of page 5 where they meet Mr. Clemens. Hi, Mr. Clemens, Arnie said, for instance. Pretty sure some of my classes made it somewhere to page 6 as well. So page 6, Mr. Clemens asks how he knows Arnie. I know a couple of classes actually made it all the way to the top of page 7. So take a look through pages 5, 6, 7 to find where we left off in class. That'll be the spot where you pick up and read today. The last couple pages are a little bit shorter because there's a lot of pictures in there as well. So you'll want to finish reading the text and then answer your remaining questions in your document. You can ignore all the little extra pictures and vocab builders and those kinds of things. I will not be asking you over that information. There's a couple more small little things I want to show you before this video is over. One is Microsoft Teams. So if you are struggling with your Born Worker questions or you just need help with something from me, please know that I'll be available in Microsoft Teams this afternoon. The way to access Teams is to go to the school webpage, Current Families, and then O365, the same place where you access your email. It's going to ask me to sign in too. And there we are, good evening. Microsoft Teams, if you're looking through your apps in Office 365, is right down here. It's a little blue icon with a T and 2 people on it, titled Teams. And Teams has 2 really nice functions for you. This first one is what you can see up on my screen. It's the chat function. If you search up any teacher in the school, I'll just use Mr. Hansen as an example, because our last names are so similar. This gives you the ability to just start up a chat with me. So I can't look up myself in Teams, that's why I chose Mr. Hansen. But let's say you need help with Born Worker, I could easily just say, hi, Mr. Hantak. I need help with number 6 on the... Something like that, just to get a chat started with me, and then from there I can reply back to you, and hopefully help you out with your question there. Let's say you're really stuck, and you don't think a chat will do. You do have the ability to video call me by clicking this little camera button right here. You should definitely make sure that I'm available. You would see that my little icon there is not orange, but green for available right there. As long as it says I'm available, try to give me a video call if you absolutely need me, and I can try to walk you through whatever you're struggling with over video form, kind of like FaceTiming someone. And I was thinking about going through our online extra credit game in this video, but it's going a little bit longer than I had wanted. So I think I'll save that for later this week. Best of luck to you as you finish up Born Worker today in your virtual lesson. Again, hit me up in Microsoft Teams this afternoon if you are stuck. I will catch you guys tomorrow.